This is the iX3 M Sport, and this is an all-electric vehicle. There's no internal combustion engine here. This is strictly electric. This is all electric. So we're going to have a traction motor in front and a traction motor in back. I do believe it's all-wheel drive. Great big battery pack in the middle. And I do not buy diesel or gasoline for this one. So I do have a cooling system, obviously, but that's for cooling of the inverter and the motors, and also to control the temperature of the battery. But I do not have an internal combustion engine. I do have a type of radiator, absolutely, but that's not for cooling an internal combustion engine. Let's take a look. Now, as far as the shape of the car, the look of the car, it looks just like a conventional BMW X3. No difference there. We're coming in at 3.5 million baht. So that's about almost exactly $100,000, because it's 35 baht to the dollar. So we're almost $100,000. So certainly I comply with every single emissions regulation there is. And my, I'm missing my exhaust pipes. Hey, I see a place for them, but there's nothing there. No exhaust. None whatsoever. I do see the tow port, though, is open. I might have had to pull the car at one time. Here's my charging port. Now, oftentimes these electric vehicles are very heavy, so I'm going to have big brakes and wheels to help me support it. The basic interior sure looks a lot like the gasoline counterpart. So, oh, thank you, Kapkun Maka. Yeah. Okay, here we have a price sheet. And what it's trying to show us here, we can kind of compare the different models that we look at here today. So we see that we have a high coming in at about, I guess, 6.5 million baht, and then probably our lowest is going to come in at about 2.3 million baht. So let's take a look at our interior. Actually, this is the X3. It's a little smaller than the X5 and much smaller than the X7, but here we go. It looks and feels very much like its gasoline and diesel counterpart. In fact, the layout of controls is almost exactly the same. And here, from my different operating modes, this is an electric vehicle, all electric this time. So I do not have a planetary gear transmission with any type of torque converter. Instead, this is strictly the traction motors controlling the acceleration and deceleration of the vehicle. So let's see, I have reverse, neutral, drive, and B, and sport, comfort, econo, pro, auto hold. Probably use the motors for that. I don't need to use the brakes. And very similar setup to the gasoline counterpart. Here's our climate control, looks almost exactly the same. And here's our entertainment system. And as you can see, that the language is in Thai. And of course, obviously, this is the Thai market. This is the Thai language. And some of these BMWs are actually assembled here in Thailand. When I say that BMW is the official car of Thailand, one of the reasons why is because they have a factory that assembles BMWs from complete knockdown kits. So I don't have shift paddles. Guess I don't need shift paddles this time. But very nice. Cruise control, my telephone and volume controls for the stereo. So very nice. I have my sunroof. And of course the vanity mirror.
ตัวห่อแล้วก็